Happy New Year. Well, it's the 10th today, but Happy New Year. Anyway, I'm going to get out on the bike today, and we're going to have a little delve into Harley Davidson land, and I'm going to take one of my Harleys out. So we'll see, have a look, see if the mice have not eaten it. Right then, let's see if this here has started. Been sat here for a while. Yeah, the old Dyna seems to be chugging away alright. Old clunkers these are. That's what I call, it's my nickname for Harleys. We used to call them, me and my mates used to ride them, or still do ride them. Call them either ditch pumps or clunkers. Look at the state of that. Good tip is always put your gloves on the motor when you stop. You're going to stop for a break or whatever. Right then, let's head up there. Uffington, the White Horse. You can just see the horse, I think, there. We got kites up there apparently as well. There's a lot of kite activity around here, as in the birds. Dragon Hill in front of us. Oh god. Oh, my leg's cramping up. These old things have got mid controls. I do get a bit of cramp now and again. You know, all these bikes with these traction control and stuff. This old thing puts out a lot of torque down at the back wheel on this dragon hill. Spins up now and again, but it's all controllable. Right, we hang a right here. Oh, we've got the sun in our eyes. Oh. And we've got somebody coming down here the wrong way. Oh dear. Do. Come on, sheepses. Do you mind getting out of the way? Harley coming through. I don't want to scare you. Now, what's he doing? He's going to stay there. I don't want one jumping on top of my head or anything. Well, they're very polite, aren't they? Thank you. There is still some frost, maybe a little bit of ice about. Look at that. Look at that view. It's gorgeous, isn't it? I think the water's starting to recede now in some of the fields. Oh, crikey, I can't see where I'm going. We just park it up here, I think. Well, there we go. There we have it. I'll have to keep my helmet on because I haven't brought me handheld thingy for me GoPro. There's Pigtown in the distance. Then we've got the wind turbines over at Farringdon way. But yeah, you can see a few miles from here. Well, they put a bench in. It's nice of them. There's Dragon Hill. That's a nice looking motorcycle, isn't it? They don't make the Dynas, not the twin shocks like that anymore. They're all monoshock. Handle a lot better apparently. The Milwaukee 8s with the monoshock setup, but yeah, it's let me down a couple of times. I got to admit this. It's let me down on Christmas Day once. I had to push it 3 miles, so I thought I was going to have a heart attack. Thought I'd go out for a Christmas morning ride, not long after I'd taken delivery of it, and it decided to stop. Battery. Yeah, it was the battery. But yeah, I pushed that 3 mile. 2 mile down the A419 and a mile off the 419 to get it back to my bit. Right then, I'm not going that way because the sun will be in my eyes, and it's really muddy up there because you pick the ridgeway up part of it, and I don't want this thing looking like an enduro bike, so let's see if it starts. Oh yes, it did. Well, that's good. We like that. We do. Yeah, so as I was saying, 2024, we've got some things lined up. Going to do a few trips with Sandy. We're off to the Dragon in February, which was only a few weeks away, really. Well, all being well. Depends on how my old mum is. But we'll be doing that because we did it last year, and it was positively tropical by Welsh standards for that time of year, February. Dragons are renowned for being cold, wet and miserable, and last year it was a bit tame, so we thought we'd go again this year. And then there's some guys from the Enfield Club as well, they're going up, the camping division of the Enfield Club. But yeah, so they'll be going. I think Charlie, rest day rider, she did mention that she'd be going back up. Charlie, like I say, I expect you all watch Charlie anyway. but she's got a really good channel. She's well into her motorcycles, and she's a lovely lady, also a paramedic. And her colleagues came to the house the other day and rescued my mum, God bless them. And you're forever indebted to them, aren't you? But yeah, so Charlie, rest day rider, if you haven't looked her up, have a look at her channel. It's brilliant. That's ice. Yeah, that's in that field, that's ice. So we're freezing today. For one thing, that wasn't good. I just put the wind up, mate. The whole bike just went sideways. Steady still. I'm using more back brake on this. Like I say, when it's like this, you're not sure about stuff. Oh. You're going to use more back brake than you are front, because if your front goes away from you, you've had it. If your back brake's loose, you go into a little bit of a skid and you can recover it, hopefully. My old shovel head, funnily enough, I used to a completely different way of riding that bike, and the back brake was more efficient than the front. And they all say that I'll use the front brakes, 75% front and 25% back. Not on that old shovel head. It was the other way around. And totally against what you're told. But if you look at a lot of the old American bikes, the old Harleys, we've got some water up here. Some of them, especially the choppers and the bobbers, they didn't fit front brakes at all. And I always remember thinking, bloody hell, they must be mad. But you can ride a bike, a beat Harley Davidson, just with a back brake. Right then, home, James. It's going to be a bit blooming boring, but I've got to go and wash this off. And then once I've done that, lock it back up, and then I'll be at the hospital. Oh man. Yeah, at the old hospital. See how my mum's getting on, bless her. It's been a beautiful day though. Got a guy, just had a guy, sun's right in your face, right in your eyes, and I had a guy in a red van and he was about 3 foot off my back wheel. So I've just pulled over to let him go past. Risk assessment, get him out of the way, let him go past you. What an idiot. Especially people don't realise with the bikes, you know, especially cold weather like this and slippy road conditions, you need to give a fair bit of distance between you and the bike, because if that bike goes down and you're too close to them, you're going to run straight over the top of them. You won't have time to blink or react and you'll be straight over the top. So yeah, always, especially in bad weather, put a fair bit of distance between you and the bike, plenty of time, so you've got time to brake if anything happens. With a car, it's just a bump and a bang and a dent. If it's a bike, you could kill somebody. I'll be honest with you, like I say, riding a bike's a constant risk assessment. Well, it is with anything, I guess, that you're driving or riding, but it's a constant risk assessment going on. Road positioning, what's going on around you, and if you want to do, I suppose you could say, I'll do a risk assessment, I won't even get on it and go out, because as you can see today, it's not ideal, is it? But then you've got to ride, haven't you? If everybody did a conscious risk assessment before they got out of bed in the morning, they wouldn't get out of bed, would they? So yeah. Another thing with the bikes, another tip, a lot of you guys won't need tips, but mirrors, always look at your mirrors, especially when you're pulling up to a junction. Keep an eye in that mirror, because it's not necessarily guaranteed that the person behind you is going to stop. So if you've got an eye on them, you can get your bike out of the way before they run into the back of you, or hopefully get your bike out of the way before they run into the back of you, because that's quite a common occurrence apparently. People running into the back of motorcycles and, well, any vehicle. But the car behind, he's a good one. He's keeping his distance. Well, I hope you've all enjoyed my little run out this afternoon. Just a quick jaunt out to keep this thing ticking over, basically, and completely cover it in mud, which I've accomplished. So I should be taking it home, giving it a thorough wash down. More so, not the mud, it's the salt. You get a fine salt dust. Oh, you get a fine salt dust on these bikes, or any bike really, and it destroys them. The stuff they use in the UK is absolutely, well, it's caustic. It'll eat its way through anything given a week or more without being washed off. Yeah, it's a little bit more slidey than I thought for.